Hello, 6th and 7th grade. Welcome back to Bible. Happy Tuesday. We are going to continue on page 225 and 226, looking at the life of Peter and his decisions that show us how we should control our mouth, or maybe I should say how Peter did not control his tongue and how we should control our tongue. So to start with, we're looking in Matthew chapter 26 to start with, and we're looking at how Jesus, at the Last Supper, tells Peter that he will deny him 3 times. And immediately Peter goes out and does what? We should know this. Immediately Peter says, "Oh, no, I will never deny you. Lord, even if all the others fall away, I will willingly die for you. I will stand up for you, and even if all the others leave, I won't." Now, immediately we find that Jesus tells him, "Peter, I tell you today that before the rooster crows 3 times, you will deny me." And so Jesus knew the condition of his heart. Jesus knew everything. He knew what Peter was going to do. And when Peter rashly made a vow, again, this is just like last week's lesson, don't make a vow or a promise that you can't keep. And remember to keep your vows and promises before the Lord. So Peter makes this vow and then doesn't follow through with it. But remember that Jesus already knew this. And Jesus knew the condition of Peter's heart. Knew that Peter wanted to do that. Wanted and was willing to die for him. But when faced with this situation, would come down to denying him. And if we continue in Matthew 26, we find that Jesus tells Peter, "Peter, your spirit is willing, but your flesh is weak." Peter wanted to stand strong for the Lord, but he was still weak in his inner man. He didn't have the Holy Spirit helping him yet. He hadn't been filled with the Holy Spirit. And so Peter is weak. Now when Peter and Jesus and all the other disciples get to the Garden of Gethsemane, of course, Jesus goes to pray, the disciples fall asleep, and then they're faced with the soldiers coming to arrest Jesus. What does Peter immediately do? Well, Peter pulls out his sword and cuts off the high priest's servant's ear, And Jesus heals him and says, whoa, Peter, the man who lives by the sword will die by the sword. But Peter wanted to show Jesus that he was supporting him, even though he didn't understand what was happening. And so he reacted the wrong way. Oftentimes when we act rashly, we act before we think about it. We react the wrong way. Of course, we move from there into Peter then denying Jesus 3 times, just as Jesus said he would. And so, guys, the big thing here is we make promises and our hearts are not right. We'll fail. That's exactly what Peter did. Peter makes a promise, but his heart wasn't in the right place. And so he fails. Our mouths will easily say things we do not really wish to say. Maybe you can think of some times when you said things that you didn't intend to say, or maybe you didn't intend to say them that way. Or maybe you said it and then you were sorry later. Think about some things you said to your parents and friends that you wish you could take back. I know there's a lot of things that I said to my parents I wish I could take back now. A lot of things I wish I hadn't have said to friends that are no longer friends now. So guys, remember that Your words matter. Control your tongue. Think before you speak. You know that verse yesterday that we looked up, a slow answer turns away wrath or turns away anger. Remember, slow to speak, quick to act, slow to speak. Okay? All right. We will see you tomorrow and we will continue on.